Have you ever felt afraid to share your true feelings with your family? Do you feel like you have to be someone else at home? If you answered yes, this episode is for you. Today, we're going to talk about emotional safety in families. We'll learn how to create a safe space for everyone to be themselves and discover how to build stronger, more trusting relationships.
Talk English Podcast.
English podcast for learning English.
Welcome to Talk English Podcast, the place to learn English in a fun, conversational way. My name is Sarah, and I'm here with my co-host, John.
Hey everyone, it's great to be back. Before we dive into today's important topic, if you are enjoying this podcast, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with your friends. Your support helps us create more great content and reach more learners just like you.
Absolutely. Today, we're discussing a truly essential topic, emotional safety in families. It's a phrase we hear a lot, but what does it really mean, and why is it so important for a happy and healthy home?
So, let's start with a simple question, Sarah. What exactly is emotional safety?
That's a great question, John. In the simplest terms, emotional safety is the feeling that you are safe to be yourself around your family. It's the feeling that you can share your thoughts, your feelings, your opinions, and even your mistakes without being judged, laughed at, or criticized. It's about feeling accepted for who you are, faults and all. It's a feeling of trust and acceptance. It's the opposite of walking on eggshells.
I like that phrase, walking on eggshells. It means you're very careful about what you say or do because you're afraid of making someone angry. So, emotional safety is the absence of that fear. It's about feeling secure. Like you can tell your parents you're sad or that you made a mistake at school and they won't get angry.
Exactly. Let's think about a simple example. Imagine a child comes home from school and says, "Mom, I got a bad grade on my math test." In a family with emotional safety, the mom might say, "Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's okay. What happened? Let's talk about it." She doesn't yell or get mad. This makes the child feel safe to be honest in the future, even when things are difficult.
That's a perfect example. We're using the word safe here, not like don't touch the stove, but like don't be afraid to be yourself.
Precisely. On the other hand, if the mom gets angry and says, "Why didn't you study? You're lazy. I'm so disappointed in you," the child learns to hide their feelings and their problems. They learn that being honest leads to punishment or anger, and that can cause a lot of issues later on, not just in their relationship with their parents, but in all their future relationships.
You're so right. When we don't feel safe, we start to hide things. We don't talk about what's really happening inside us. Maybe we pretend to be happy when we're sad, or we don't share our worries. And that can make a family feel cold and distant. It can even lead to big misunderstandings and arguments because no one is being honest. The truth is hidden.
And that can really damage relationships. So let's explore this a little more. Why is emotional safety so important for a family?
Well, for one, it's the foundation of a healthy family. When there's emotional safety, we feel a deeper connection. We can support each other, solve problems together, and celebrate successes. Think about a family where a son can tell his dad about being bullied, and his dad listens carefully and helps him. That builds a strong sense of trust, which is essential for any relationship to last.
Absolutely. Trust is key. It allows a family to face challenges together. Another reason is that it helps us develop our own identities. When we feel safe, we can explore who we are without fear of rejection. It's a space where we can grow, make mistakes, and learn from them.
And it's not just about what we say, but also how we say it. So, let's talk about how we can build this kind of safety. It's not something that just happens.
Right, it takes effort from every family member. A good first step is to listen actively. This means more than just hearing words. When a family member is talking, really listen to them. Put your phone down, look at them, and pay attention. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Try to understand their perspective. You can use phrases like, "I hear you," or "I understand how you feel." This shows them that their feelings are valid and that you care.
That's a great point. Another key is to be honest, but in a kind way. Honesty is important for trust, but sometimes being honest can be hurtful if you don't choose your words carefully. For example, instead of saying, "That's a stupid idea," you could say, "I see what you're saying, but I think maybe there's another way." Can we talk about the pros and cons?
Yes, respectful communication is so important. It also helps to show empathy. Empathy is when you try to understand how someone else feels, even if you've never been in their situation. You can say, "I can only imagine how difficult that must be for you." This simple phrase shows that you are trying to connect with their feelings.
Okay, I have a question for our listeners. We'd love to hear from you. What is one thing you do to make your family feel emotionally safe? Tell us in the comments.
And while you're thinking about that, if you're enjoying this episode and learning with us, please hit that like button and share it with someone who might find it helpful. It helps us a lot and helps our channel grow. Also, remember that you can download the PDF transcript of this episode from the link in the description. It includes all the new words, some grammar explanations, and a fun quiz to test your knowledge.
That's super helpful. Speaking of helpful resources, to learn more about how responsibility works in relationships, we highly recommend our video, The 50-50 Myth in Relationships, Mutual Responsibility. The link is in the description below.
Let's talk about another real-life scenario. John, let's say you're a dad and you accidentally break your daughter's favorite toy. What do you do?
Okay. Role-playing as a dad. Oh no, I'm so sorry, sweetie. I accidentally stepped on your toy. I feel really bad. I'll buy you a new one.
As the daughter. But you broke my favorite one. Starts to cry.
As the dad. I know, and I am so sorry. It was a mistake. I promise to be more careful. Let's go to the store together this weekend to find a new toy, and we can also try to fix this one. I'm truly sorry.
Back to normal voice. See how that worked? The dad didn't get defensive or say, it's just a toy. He admitted his mistake, apologized, and showed empathy for her feelings. This teaches the child that it's okay to make mistakes and to apologize. It builds trust and a sense of fairness.
Absolutely. It also shows them that emotions are valid. Another aspect of emotional safety is giving people the space to have their feelings without trying to fix them. Sometimes your son or daughter just needs to be sad, and they need to know that you are there for them no matter what.
That's a powerful point. It's the difference between saying, don't be sad, it's not a big deal, and saying, I see you're sad, it's okay to feel that way. I'm here for you. The second one creates a safe space.
So true. Let's move on to some practical phrases our listeners can use. We've talked about I hear you and I understand how you feel. What else?
How about simple, positive phrases that show appreciation? For example, thank you for sharing that with me, or I'm proud of you for talking about this. Or if someone is upset, you can say, it's okay to feel angry/sad/frustrated. Your feelings are valid.
That's so important. It normalizes emotions. We often feel like we shouldn't show negative emotions, but emotional safety is about showing that all emotions are okay.
Another aspect is setting healthy boundaries. In a family, it's okay to say, I need some space right now, or I'm not ready to talk about this. This shows that you respect yourself and your needs, and it teaches others to respect your boundaries too.
And it helps them understand that it's not a personal attack. You're simply communicating your needs.
We've been talking a lot about parents and children, but emotional safety is just as important between siblings. John, what do you think is key for brothers and sisters?
I think for siblings, it's about learning to disagree without being disrespectful. They can fight about a game, but they shouldn't say hurtful things to each other. It's about being able to say, I'm mad at you, but I still love you and we're still family. Learning how to navigate conflict is a huge part of building emotional safety.
Exactly. You're teaching them that a disagreement doesn't mean the end of the relationship. It's about repairing the connection after a conflict.
I have one more question for our audience. What is one new word or phrase you learned today? Let us know in the comments below. We love to see what you've picked up.
And don't forget to download the free PDF transcript from the description. It has everything you need to practice what you've learned today, including a vocabulary list and a quiz.
To continue your learning journey and build on today's topic, we highly recommend watching our video, How to Overcome the Fear of Change. It's a great way to think about how you can grow and face new challenges.
That's all for today, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us on Talk English Podcast. We hope you feel more confident about this topic and your English skills.
We'll see you in the next episode of Talk English Podcast. Take care.